Ah, yes. Carnelian. A calm, charming, and easygoing woman. But you don't want to be against this lady from Saga, because she will literally rip you apart. In today's video of Arknights Operator Story, we will talk more about Carnelian and her story in Arknights. We first see Carnelian in the Preluding Lights event, but she actually has been mentioned in the game for quite a while. When we first get Beeswax as an operator, we know that she come to Rhodes Island to look for her relative. That happens to be working with Rhodes at the time. Although the game didn't explicitly tell who exactly she was looking for. But eventually, we knew that Beeswax was looking for her older sister, Carnelian. Carnelian and Beeswax was born from the ancient tribe in the depth of Saga. But for some ancient tribe that settled in the depth of Saga, this tribe is quite familiar with the life outside of that country. All of this thanks to the tribe tradition that all members must leave home to study abroad when they come of age. And only by successfully doing it, can one become a full-fledged adult. Carnelian happened to be doing the tribe's tradition, and then traveling and studying from places to places across Terra. Had there not been any accidents, Lithuania would have been Carnelian's last stop. Fortunately or not, there was an accident. While she was in a certain Lithuanian city, she met a noble boy who just happened to be the ruler of the territory, Count Hohenlohe. It's unclear what happened after they met, but I assume that Carnelian was detained when she discovered that the boy is an infected. As for the story regarding that noble boy, his story is much or less similar to Silver Ash in his youth. After the House of Hohenlohe was defeated in conspiracy by their political enemies, that boy was left to succeed the family's title. But unfortunately, the boy was infected during the upheaval. And then Carnelian explained that because of some trouble, she is now working for that boy and his noble family. Although it's unclear what exactly that trouble, and her intention to help the boy. But we can assume that Carnelian was helping him, because the boy reminds her of her little sister. And she also wanted to help those in needs. Even though Carnelian just chose to stay away from those Lithuanian noble. But she instead chose to stay to mind other people's business. And helps the boy with his political trouble and oropathy treatment. And now Carnelian lived in Lithuania, helping the boy for 2 years. Now I know you have a job, mom, but please contact home for once. Your sister is missing you here. During her time helping the young noble, his political enemies are the least of her worries, as the only thing that's on her mind is the boy's condition. Much like anywhere else on Terra, being an infected is not easy in Lithuania, especially for someone who is a count. The authorities here will quarantine and not hesitate to kill the infected. Even there's some mad loyalists who's using the infected for experiment. Good thing Terra haven't discovered Twitter yet, or else this Lithuanian will face Amir with some lungman profanities. Now back to Carnelian. In order to discreetly treat the boy's oropathy, Carnelian decided to contact Rhodes Island. And one thing led to another. Carnelian and Rhodes Island come into an agreement. The boy will receive oropathy treatment in Rhodes Island. Also several medicine will be secretly shipped into the young noble's hometown. And as a payment, Carnelian will be working as a Rhodes Island operator, taking care of Rhodes Island's problem in Lithuania. Mostly locate and helping the infected inside the Lithuanian city. As like what you can see in her story records in Preluding Lights event. She and one other operator were helping the local infected. But there could be also more than just locating and helping the infected. Especially since this mission was requested by Kal'tsit. Knowing our almighty ex-wife, probably the ruler of Lithuania, the twin empresses, and the witch's king loyalist, who wanted to experiment the infected, caught her attention. And there you have it, folks, Carnelian and her story. There will probably more story regarding Carnelian and Lithuania, considering we still don't have her operator records. And we barely touching the surface of Lithuania's lore. That should be all. Adios.